Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Idaho.
Ooh, we're
Welcome
here,
to another fun-filled, exciting episode of This is the Future.
unfortunately.
Yeah, man. It is
Yeah,
the
man.
future. It's really fun. How's your future? Is it,
I don't know, man. I haven't got there yet. So,
yeah, well, it's right in front of you, buddy.
oh no.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Yeah, man. What's up?
I'm doing good, man. I feel like we both we're almost matching facial hair patterns slightly.
Yeah, slightly. You can't tell because my heritage kicks in and makes it all spotty. But I guess I got to grow on over here too. It's just thinner and it's gray. It's going gray. I am.
It's just lighter. It's not gray. It's just lighter. You're just lightening up. That's all it is. It's a good thing. It's a good
No,
thing.
I'm not. I'm not one of those guys that are like, "Oh, I'm going bald and gray. I gotta get some fucking toner and take a staple some ant legs in my head."
Like one of those Instagram commercials where I should be filling in hair. Like you just take a
Yeah.
brush and
Uh,
I hate that when you're flipping through the social media and it's like shows your hair as a problem. Do you have this problem? Like it's not a problem, asshole.
right. I don't know. I don't get why that's a thing. Like it's just fucking natural. It's just happening. That's all it is.
I mean, I don't. It's they got to sell something. It's just like I always talk about that soap commercial where the girl just rubs herself and she's all black and I don't, how does black soap get you clean? I think it would make you dirty. But whatever, internet, you win again.
Um, Callie has this black toothpaste. It's charcoal. That's what it has, charcoal in it. I don't know.
Did she get it on the internet?
I think she ordered it from the internet, but
Oh,
I don't think she got it from Instagram.
internet wins again, man. God damn
Well,
it.
no, that was her toothbrush she ordered from the internet. You could get the charcoal shit from the store.
I hope it says that on the box. Charcoal shit for your teeth.
Hey, I take these charcoal pills when I know I'm gonna be hungover the next day, and they fucking like they nip that hangover in the butt, man. Charcoal pills are good. Yeah.
Hey, dude, if we get our followers up, we can just record this. Like at the beginning of a good podcast, they always say, before we get started, I just want to tell you about my favorite pair of underpants. Like, okay, Joe Rogan, I'm listening. Tell me about your favorite underpants. And he's like, I go down there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 2 minutes we could do that.
I thought this was the Joe Rogan podcast. I don't know.
I mean, I want to sell underpants or a chocolate or what is it? Cocoa butter toothpaste or
Yeah, you got it.
graphite toothpaste,
You
whatever.
got it. You got it.
It cleans your teeth as they fall out of your head. It just
Yeah,
rubs this rock on your
they're
teeth.
so, they're so clean, they're turning into dust. Then you gotta buy this product to clean the dust.
Your teeth and your problems are gone.
It's like that um Bill Hicks joke about marketing and all that. His all
Which part? If you're in advertising, kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
Yeah. Oh, there's a punchline coming. There's no punchline coming. Go kill yourself. That's just a public service announcement.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just thing to do.
You have to find a need and then attach to the need. Sales is a ruckus. I like your gray hair. I have it coming in too. But see, the funny thing is, I'm 40 and I have a kid, and I'm like, oh, it's finally catching up to me. And you're 30 and you just have a lot of drinking hobbies.
Oh yeah. My dad said he was going bald. Well, he was bald by like 20, and
What?
yeah, he's like a horse, like a little horseshoe up here and like bulb up here. When he's 20, then he said he was like pretty gray when he was like in his mid 30s. So
Well, he gave you a gift.
I saw like saw it up here like when I was like in my early 20s.
Hmm. I
But
don't think I've lost any hair. My forehead just keeps growing. It's amazing. Scientific fact.
hey, at least you're growing, man.
Yeah, it's growing somewhere. That's important.
Hey, there you go.
Did you have a fun week?
Yeah, man. It was pretty good. I got the first COVID shot.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know people like us could have that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's weird. You have to have this fucking like link, and you gotta like um they only allow people to like they only accept so many people at once and at certain times. So you have to get it like you're like I don't know what time of the day. It's just like you have to do it. And if they have that and if they have it open then you'll get it. And it was free. I didn't have to have insurance. So
Really?
yeah.
Hmm. I like free.
Yeah, free's good.
Hmm. So now you got to go back and get another one?
I have
Like
to get
3 weeks?
another one on the 13th. Yeah.
Well, once you get the first one, you don't really struggle for the second one, do you?
No, you have an appointment and everything.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, there's some good info. We release good news. How about
Yeah.
that, man? You hear that, everybody? It's not that hard.
I I work with this guy that's like an anti-vaxxer. He has been his whole life, you know, like, and he's really against it, and he's against this one, uh, the COVID shot a lot. And me and my friend that I went and got the vaccine with, and we both work in the same place, so we all three work in the same place, and his words, he thinks that if you get a vaccine of any kind, especially this one, it'll give you Down syndrome.
What
That's
the fuck?
that's his belief.
That's the
That's
logic?
yeah, he thinks it'll fuck you up. He thinks that the government put um microchips in you. He thinks that it gives you Down syndrome. And I was like, hey man, they already gave us uh a microchip. It's called a smartphone. Everyone has one. And they made it so we couldn't live without it. They made it so we know that it's that, and we still can't live without it. So
Even better, the government's so good that they make us pay for the microchip every month,
yeah,
hundreds of dollars. I just want to chip in on that part. That
yeah. If they really wanted to fuck us up, they could just drive tanks all over the place and kill us all. Like they could do it. So
just take
like,
back all your COVID money. I'd be fucked.
I know, right? That would be fucked.
Whoops.
So,
Thought we were going to keep that, Gov. Sorry.
and I'm not saying there might be some like in 20 years that might find out that it made people grow a second arm in the middle or a third arm in the middle of their chest or whatever, you know. It's possible. I mean, hell, it happens. But right now,
Got 20 years.
I'll be one of the sheeple that get it. So
I don't think anybody knows I exist. I mean, I work from home. Like, no one's gonna say, "Hey, you're gonna go get your shot," and be like, "Oh, is that? Can we do that? All right, I guess." You know, if I'm like getting some laundry soap or something, it's like, "You want a shot?" Like, fuck it, why not? Maybe I'll get a free loaf of. I want to hold out for some incentives. Where it's like, you should get your shot right now. If you get your shot, you get a free loaf of honey wheat bread. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's great. That shit's expensive these days.
honey wheat bread. Oh, we know.
Fuck yeah. I was on sale today for $2.50 a loaf. I was like, hot shit. I'm really getting older, man. I don't have a lot going on.
Oh man.
I was shopping yesterday at a department store, and I timed it right. They have a bunch of the summer shit in right now. Like
Right.
I like cut off sweatpants, all the weird shit. And the cashier, this is an old school department store. So like there's a cash register in each department, you know, and like
Yeah.
there's never like you just stand at that cash register for an hour and then you realize no one's coming to that cash register. Well, I kept just trying things on and just enjoying myself, walking around, had my music in. And finally, I ring up and I go to the woman that let me into the change rooms. I said, "You want to ring me up? Do you get credit for the sale?" She's like, "Not really." I'm like, okay, well, you want to do it anyway? She's like, yeah, all right. And so she rung me up and she's like, you don't see that every day. I was like, what's that? She's like, somebody's shopping and just taking their time. And I was like, ma'am, I don't have anything going on. She's like, really? I was like, no, I'm 40 years old. I got nothing. I was like, actually, I'm not even done. I still got to go upstairs. She's like, okay. It's like, I'm really going to take my time. Do you guys have candles here?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. I was like, all right, bye.
You're like, listen, lady, I'm high as eagle tits. This is fun.
I really was. I was high as shit.
Of course you were. You notice how I didn't have to ask you? I just knew. I fucking know you.
Well, who works out on their day off before 10 a.m. without smoking a bowl and then going shopping? It doesn't make any sense. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You got to go shopping. It's fun. Clothes are neat. They have these new jeans that are flexible, so they can look good on me, and it doesn't hurt my skinny frame. It's
Oh
good.
wow.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like elastic band without elastic.
you wouldn't want a piece of denim to hurt your poor little bones, would you?
I don't. It cuts right into my bones, right into the marrow. I'm so thin. You just gotta be careful. That skin's like paper, you know?
Yeah. I see. You've always called yourself little, and I always thought you meant short. And you're not short. You're like as tall as
That's funny.
you're like because I here's the thing.
We're the same height. What do you?
We're the same height. I always thought I was taller than you until like I haven't seen you in a while, maybe 2 years or so, and then we were around each other like 3 weeks ago or whatever, and I was like, did I shrink? But I thought in my head, I was like, am I shrinking? Like right now, am I shrinking? I'm shorter. Yeah, but yeah, it just turns out you always meant this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought I don't know. I always thought you were short. I don't know.
Well, the whole background behind that is that when I was a kid here, everyone else in the family is bigger than I am for one reason or another.
Mhm.
And that was just the running joke around here. If you're healthy in this area, that's not a good thing because everyone who isn't going to make fun of you for it. It's like, look
Right.
at him being healthy. He can touch his feet and shit. Like, fuck him. So they just put me down a lot without even thinking about it. It's like, geez, why don't you eat something? It's like, I am eating something. Like, we'll eat more. Like my grandmother used to like secretly try to feed me while I was sleeping. And one morning
How come
one night I woke up thinking that I was giving the Pillsbury Doughboy a blowjob. It was fucking crazy.
really, it was your grandma? Huh. Okay.
Shoving Twinkies down my throat.
Have you ever tried talking about that on stage? That's funny.
Yeah, it actually, yeah. Yeah, I've done that. I was I got up last night and it worked out because I didn't want to do it at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I cussed it. I didn't want to sign up and it went off beautifully. I was like, great. So I have to hate it in order to enjoy it. Understood.
Yeah. I mean, that's yeah. I'm the opposite. I was hating it for like 2 years straight, and I was just like really hating it. But I mean, yeah, if that's your motivation, fucking hey.
It's nice to get. I mean, I couldn't do it every night or anything. It's like a fucking job you don't get paid very well for, but it's fun. It's fun when you can get up once in a while and it just works. It's
Right.
without having to do. Once you start writing and all that, I think it's kind of hard to turn it off. But the whole getting up on stage and getting your heart broken all the time, that's easy to say no to.
See, and we have always been similar but opposite in certain ways. And you were always like the writer, and I was always like the person that was like just able to perform,
Right.
on and or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was always, even if it was a bad set, I would get off stage. I'd be like, that was fun. I like that. I like that ass kicking.
Oh, not me. I tell the whole audience go fuck themselves if it's a bad night. Fuck you.
If I start having this is the thoughts I used to have. If I started to have a bad set, I just pictured the crowd as a dominatrix just beating the shit out of me, and I paid a lot of money, and I liked this. So I was like, okay, I'm just a masochist now. I want the pain. Give it to me.
I mean, yeah, I actually I opened up with a line where I was just like, I'm so excited for this shit to be over with, and that worked. I was like, all right, fuck it, cool, here we
Well,
go.
well, they could have thought you meant a bunch of different things.
I
Like,
know, that's what I thought. I never told him what I meant, and I don't think I ever will.
so how'd it go though? It went good.
It went good because the guy in front of me, he fucked up one of his jokes and said he was trying to say he's not into he was trying to say he's not into men, but he said I'm not into women, and
Mhm.
so that just gave me something to feed off of. So I mean, the whole trick is number one to be in a good mood, which is really hard for me, and number two is to go up there and just like keep that energy from the last comic if you're not the first comic.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
ride that wave. It's like if it's an open mic, it's a 4 hour long show until somebody drops the ball. And two people after me, the guy dropped the ball. We had like five people in a row, just bang, 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 bang. And then some guy came up. He's like, "So 10 people got shot in a grocery store." And I'm like, "That's not how you do this." Like, fuck.
Yeah. But to be a proper open mic, you gotta have one of those people.
Oh
you gotta have
man.
you gotta have at least one. Sometimes there's more than one, but you gotta have one that just puts the brakes on suddenly.
It was just like 1 minute, no punchline. 2 minutes, no oh. It's just you watch everyone's like body movements and everybody's. I mean, I was packing my shit. I was like, I'm going out in the parking lot to do drugs. Fuck this. I did my thing. I'm high on adrenaline. Here we go. Yeah,
Uh,
I've figured something out. Really, I've performed so much better when I didn't work that day,
right,
because my job is mentally exhausting. I'm arguing with people for 8, 10 hours a day. So I'm fried when I get up there. So my job's not conducive for this shit.
right.
But right now, my day off, there's a mic on my day off. So it's fun.
Dude, that makes a lot of sense because it's like if you have like my day job is like basically manual labor.
Yeah,
A
it
lot of
doesn't.
people don't see it as that, but it fucking is. Like I cut part of my fingernail, like my fingernail off the other day. I gotta lift like 5 or 6 pots of like boiling hot like French fries, and to like prep them for the week. And like each pot weighs in between like 50 to probably 60 to 70 pounds. And I got to do that over and over. You
Right.
know, it's hard work. And then so that's like doing that and then being like, all right, I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna go to the gym. You're like, I don't want to go to the fucking gym.
That's exactly it. Right.
It's the same thing. Like, yeah, I get that. Like being like, I just use my brain for 8 hours talking on to people, arguing, and now I gotta go fucking like, yeah.
Well,
I
my
mean,
last couple of sets, I mean, I don't get up every week or anything, but my last couple of sets it's after work. I'm miserable. And
yeah,
that's all, I've got nothing left. And I realized that this time when I went up, I was like, boy, I'm chipper as fuck right now. Like I haven't talked to anybody. This is great. So yeah, I'll get up once a week.
well, I mean,
My fucking day off.
you're like you're like anybody else, man. Like their day that they're having is gonna affect their mood later.
Shit,
You know,
yeah.
yeah, that's
Or
that's normal.
or I've learned if you're gonna go up after a 11 hour workday, that's where you got to start with the audience. You
Hmm.
know, if I look like shit, it's because I feel like shit because I just got that 11 hours of dealing with probably one of you assholes for all I know. However, you're going to connect. They have to know you're fucking tired, you're exhausted, and then they give you enough energy, you can take off and do your thing. But I'm too moody, so I really got to sit in the back and slap my face a few times and, distracts the audience a little bit, but then I go up.
Yeah. Um. Well, that's good. I'm glad you got up though. I'm glad it went well.
Well, we took another cousin of ours. My cousin and I go up together. Sometimes he's the one that gets me to go out and vice versa. But we took another cousin of ours and he laughed his fucking ass off.
Hmm.
And that's huge because honestly, he was one of the biggest laughers in there. So not only did we laugh at everybody else's shit, but he laughed, he was like, "Oh, that was great. I needed that so bad." And it's like that was that little reward, it's like awesome, man. He appreciated that we got up there, that other people got up there. He really needed that. It was just a whole like, everybody got cleansed. It was nice. It was like just fucking it was cool. It was a small mic that last night, but it was nice. Everybody got a couple of chuckles.
Right.
It's goes a long fucking way sometimes.
Um, so how do they do it? Like you got to wear a mask and all that, and it's inside.
Yep. So when it started, I don't know if anybody else, but the pandemic doesn't seem like it happened for a bit. It's been going on for a year. It seems like a couple of years now in my head. I feel like there was, because I guess because they let everything open and then they closed everything, then they let everything open and they closed everything. Each one of those feels like a fucking year in
Yeah,
my mind. So in any case, my point is I don't know when, but I used to go to this mic before all this shit happened, and they have a little stripper stage with a pole, and the stage isn't much bigger than the pole. It's a phone booth with a pole through it, pretty much is how wide that podium is. We used to stand on that and do comedy. And then the pandemic happened and we stood on that and we had wipes and masks and all this crazy shit. But now somebody built an assembly, like some fucking monstrosity, and it's plexiglass across the whole front of the stage, which you've probably by now seen
yeah.
professionals performing behind. It's a giant fucking sneeze guard. But the funny thing is like right in the middle, that's where there's a foot gap. That's it. That's all I want to say. Like, and that's where every comic stands. It's just like and just
Really?
fucking spit going everywhere. It's great.
But
It's really strange
why is there a gap though?
because whoever did it is not a master carpenter.
The gap it kind of defeats the purpose, right?
Well, it's a big fucking stage. You can't get plexiglass 10 feet long, I guess. So he got two 5 foot sections, and there's just a gap like right here. And the first comic, the first night was like, ah! It's like, this is stupid. But you wear your mask up there, you wipe everything down. It's just like a stripper, except you can take your mask off while you're talking instead of, do you want a private dance? What? Do you want a private dance? No, I don't want a private dance.
Well,
Have you noticed that some people you may look more attractive or less attractive to people with the mask on? Like maybe more attractive? Have you
yeah.
noticed that? Tall eyes and hair. And then like they take their mask off and like, holy shit. That person that's been doing meth for 17 years tricked me. How about that? They don't have their teeth. That's silly.
It's like I gotta be honest, I like the mask. I think it's
Oh, I
better.
fucking love it. Headphones and a mask. This is my world.
Yeah, I feel like we're all in like Mortal Kombat or something, you know? We're all fucking like Scorpion or like Sub-Zero. We're just like walking around with headphones in, walking around a fucking department store.
Oh hell yeah. I'm a fucking Quintana then. Isn't that one of them? Quintana.
Yeah.
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 Oh wait, there we go. Yeah. Dude, let me here's a serious question. Are you any good at like arcade games? Not video, like if you went to an arcade and you played, could you Mortal Kombat? Could you do a finishing move on an art or just Mortal Kombat? Can you do a finishing move on purpose?
Well, on purpose, no.
Okay,
But
me neither. Me
it does.
neither.
Well, I did do it a couple times on purpose. We have a Nintendo Switch, and we have Mortal Kombat 11 for it,
Hmm,
and it's fucking rad.
nice.
You can unlock a bunch of characters and shit. It's cool. You can unlock like Rambo, RoboCop, Terminator.
I
Um,
think yeah, I have something for Xbox. It's a newer Mortal Kombat. There's like 1,000 people you can be.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I've done it a couple of times, but I haven't been able to. So answer your question, no. But I have looked at like Luke Kane's um, finishing moves. I've been able to do it like once or twice, but not very
So
often.
what always fucked me up was, let's just say before they came out where you could do it at home on a home console, you used to hang around the arcade and you would hang around the machine and you would poke your head in there, you put your quarter up, whatever, and then you get up there and the guy, the person that's playing is already whooping everybody's ass.
Right.
And yeah, and my question is, how do you learn these moves?
I don't
I just always went up there. If I ever beat the guy and it's time to finish someone, I'd just be like, boop, and then he'd
yeah,
fall
I know.
over. Like,
Like
damn, man, I want to rip someone's spine out and do jump rope with it. What the fuck?
yeah, it's like you got to be like a super nerd and you got to memorize like, oh right, Baraka's like down up B X like because for
Yeah.
me, like I said, I've only been able to do it once or twice on purpose, and then after that I couldn't do it. So um it's just like a button mashing game for most people, like you
Yeah,
and
that's
I.
all I do, and just hope it works out. But then there's that one person that's like upright, back right, down, let us start, make a flip flop and a pop tart, and bang, I've taken out your eyeballs, and I'm gonna play pool with them. It's like, how do you fuck? There should
You
just
know
be
what?
a button that
Yeah.
just a special. It's a death button, and then when you're ready, you just bang, and then yeah, you rip them in half, and that's it.
You know what's funny? The person that always does that, I feel like in my head, the guy that's always able to do that is like the arcade nerd, but he's like the
Yes.
arcade like bully, you know? He's got like a like ripped off sleeves, a chain wallet. He's really fat. He smells like Mountain Dew. Like, like
But he's got a Nintendo Power Glove in his backpack. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah. He's got like a at the beginning of like a little dirt stash, you know? He's like 14. He beats all the like 12-year-olds asses and stuff, you know.
Hell yeah.
But the only time he's like really cool is when he's like playing Mortal Kombat or something,
Right.
you know. So I basically just describe myself.
But you don't know any finishing moves.
But I don't know but I'm not good at video games. I'm just that guy.
Finish him. Nah, I'm just gonna push him over.
Yeah, here you go. Take it.
So
Sit
here's
down.
here's a here's something I hit on last week, and I think this is a good tie-in. I watched a movie called it's the documentary called The Last Blockbuster, and
Yeah.
we know the last blockbuster. It's in Bend, Oregon. It's in the middle of town. In any case, that was anyway. I used to go there. That was my neighborhood blockbuster.
Yeah.
Um, so the whole point of that is they hit on something that I have a question to pose to everyone who remembers record stores, video stores, arcades, all that shit.
Mhm.
Public places to go do shit with other people, which I know isn't trending right now, but it's gonna come back. My question is to you, like, I feel it's gonna come back. I feel that all that shit is gonna come back in one way or another, just because the point they made in the documentary was that's how you meet people, like you meet like-minded people. Like the internet isn't the only way to meet people like that, and that's kind of depressing. Like you can be in your local video store and the video person be like, dude, you don't want to watch that garbage, you want to watch this if you like that. That's what used to happen, just like
Right.
record stores. So what's your I guess my question is like, what do you think? Do you see that kind of stuff becoming like trending, becoming popular, like 15-year-olds, current 15-year-olds start
Dude,
going to places to meet people, like not just meet people, but to do shit with with strangers.
dude, I hope so. I'll jump off a fucking bridge if it doesn't. Like, I swear to God, like we
Right.
need like, and I think that's the incentive for me to get the like COVID vaccine is like I want to be able to go to public places. Like I want to mingle with people. Don't want the highlight of my fucking week going to work because I can't go anywhere else. You know,
Right.
like I do want to go to public places. I think the internet's bullshit, except to watch this show, of course. But
Well, let me go a little deeper. Would you like to see video, like not a ton, but would you go to a video store if you could?
yeah, of course.
Just
Yeah.
because, right? Not because you can't watch all of it on fucking Netflix. It's because you
Mhm.
physically want to leave your house and go do something with somebody. It's like, let's go look at videos and we'll rent a movie. Now I'm wondering if younger generations will jump onto that just because
Right.
there isn't a lot to do.
I mean, I to answer your question, yeah, definitely. I always have been. Like it's to me, it's ridiculous. Like I don't like the other way. I don't like the internet. I hate fucking
Right.
everything. But
It's what we connected on.
right, exactly. But yeah, man, like in Portland, there's a cool video store, little shameless plug. It's called Movie Madness. It's fucking awesome. It's like a nerd spot.
Where,
It's got like it's a fucking rad place. If you're in Portland, check it out. It's
yeah,
cool.
well, not, I mean, that's not the one you and I went to. Is it? I don't know. We went to one, but I don't know. No, okay, different.
Yeah.
So what, like, so here's another question. So now movie, like, I've kind of been picturing independent stores that sell music, movies, video games, and I know they already I know they exist and don't exist and whatnot. They need to be heavily supported. But I'm
Right.
just wondering if people aren't going to start opening up like some kind of emporiums or turn their stores into emporiums
Right.
where it's like, this is just a store. You know, like shit, just stuff, like not dumb stuff, like just repetitive, like towels and shit, but just hobby shit, like all the toys behind your head, plus records, plus fucking DVDs, plus vintage popcorn. I don't fucking care.
Dude,
Just
that'd be awesome.
conversational starters to shop for, you know? There's no, it's kind of weird flipping through Amazon. You can't look at it and tell a story. You can't pick up an Alf doll, you know?
Well, see, like Amazon and all these like websites to buy things, like sure, it's easier to do it sometimes, but I do that sometimes because it's extra. Like I could do that because I could do that sometimes, but my main source of buying this kind of bullshit is going to places. Or if I'm ordering offline, I'm ordering it from that little store. Like I
Yep.
try not to order from Amazon. I have got some of these from Amazon, but that's just, being stoned late at night, being like, I'm gonna get this Terminator fucking thing.
If I can just swipe. Huh.
Yeah,
And then you wake up like, fuck, I swiped 6 times.
right. Yeah. So yeah, man, I totally wanted to come back and want that to be a thing. But I know that I think it'd be cool if there was some more emporiums, like, or like, it's got everything, kind
Right.
of.
Or they are out there. They are, thank God. But just hopefully they get more like heavily supported. There's just more of them. But arcades gotta be more arcades because it just to leave the fucking house. Like
Yeah,
that's the whole point. Like to spend quarters to drink a fucking beer in public. So if you're younger and you don't know, like didn't have any of this shit and it's just the internet, it was more fun before the internet. I can tell you that right now. It was
dude,
a hell of a lot more. That's how we met. I mean, Jesus, you had to have game. You couldn't just show your dick to somebody. You actually had to fucking talk them up first. And a guy like me doesn't have a dick to show, so luckily I could just talk. And I
right.
get kind of funny after 30 or 40 minutes of talking. So that paid off. But with just, hi, I'm on Tinder. Here's a 10-inch cock I found on the internet. Here we go. We're gonna go have a cup of noodles together. Fuck that shit. I'd rather bump into someone, step on their kid, and be like, "Hi, you're interesting." And she's like, "I'm married," and then you get into a fight and you get a joystick shoved up your ass. It's a good day.
Oh, hey, that's how you find the finishing move. You gotta joystick.
And fart. Oh, you finished him, and shit all over everything.
Oh boy.
That's funny. Good tie back.
Yeah, I know. It came right back around, didn't
You
it?
still got it.
Still got it.
Fucking Clark Kent looking motherfucker.
Me?
Superman mug.
Oh,
You're like a punk rock Clark Kent.
I don't look anything like that at all.
That's why you're punk rock Clark Kent.
Yeah, man. So after the vaccine, after we got the shot, so there's an In-N-Out burger in Kaiser, and that's
shit.
we went to Salem to get the shot. And so, Kaiser's in between Portland and Salem, and we went to In-N-Out. And I swear to God, man, it's good burgers, but we waited in fucking line in our car for like an hour. Seriously, a fucking hour. Like we could have got another shot. Like
Can I just go ahead and get the other one? I hopped in a DeLorean. I'm back. Just give it to me.
but man,
That sucks, man.
yeah, but it was worth it or whatever, Got a couple cheeseburgers, it's good.
I
And
got really lucky. I got to go to a In-N-Out burger before that happened in Reno. Before the pandemic happened, we went through one in Reno and it was just normal and you could just walk in. And they're
yeah,
fantastic. I don't like fast food, but Jesus, these are delicious burgers, man. The
yeah,
French fries and the whatever, the double and the backflip with a twist, whatever they sell.
hey, man.
Delicious milkshakes. We even bought it, like I bought a couple of stickers and a souvenir and a t-shirt. I mean, it was nostalgia. But I was just thinking, like, I don't know if I don't sit there for an hour. I went through another one when we were in Texas a week before the pandemic went crazy. We got some more In-N-Out. I haven't had it since that you bring that up, but I wouldn't wait an hour for it. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would. I can't. I mean, I've had it twice and it's really good, but
I think it was
not.
just
And there
something
was fights in there. I saw there were people were fighting, and that's neat. I like that. But I'd go
hey,
if there was fighting. I would go wait an hour. but
No, no,
not
no,
if
it's
it's
good.
people are gonna be normal.
But
Yeah.
you're waiting like after your food, after you got your
Oh,
food.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, I've already eaten like 4 hours ago. I'm just waiting to see a fight.
Fucking good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like one of those things where like I wasn't driving and they wanted to wait, so I was like, okay, fucking wait, you know. But
Yeah,
I
that
guess
would
it,
I wouldn't criticize someone for waiting. It's delicious, but
it is
I
good.
my skinny ass gets over food real quick. I smell it and I get kind of full. If I drink a couple sips of soda, I get half full. Seriously, if I eat 3 bites of a burger, I'm probably full. So it's like I don't need to do all that. I could just eat my finger. It'll be fine. I don't need to wait an hour for this shit. But it is delicious. I gotta say that. And I wonder if it's like these guys are like, we could just fucking destroy McDonald's and Burger King and all this shit if we wanted to,
Yeah.
but they don't. And I dig that because it's like, no, we're
See,
gonna make it hard to get. We're gonna
that's
build one restaurant, like two in a state,
yeah.
and we're gonna make you motherfuckers travel for it and
Yep.
wait in line and punch each other in the face, and we're gonna record all that and we're gonna put that out there as publicity. And there's gonna be a 2-hour line the next time you show up. It's gonna be great.
And see, that's the thing. There's really no like advertising for it. Like you never like there's not
No, it's
line
all
or
word of mouth.
it's just like yeah. And here's the thing: it's like I know they're not trying to destroy other like fast food like chains or whatever,
Right.
but like there's a McDonald's right next to the one that we went. Like it shares the same parking lot.
Really?
Yeah, and
Shit.
it was like a ghost town, and I'm like, yeah, why would anyone if you wanted a fast food burger, why would you go to McDonald's when there's an In-N-Out right there?
That's fucking crazy. McDonald's getting their ass kicked finally. It would
Yeah,
be neat if, as you're sitting there watching, like you're eating your In-N-Out burger, watching the McDonald's, and someone goes up there and says, where it says billions served, and
yeah.
there's someone up on a ladder and it says like 2 billion served, and then it's like 1 billion served, like they're going back, like
They're going back, yeah, they're counting backwards.
right. That'd be neat. You're like, ah,
But yeah, they're just showing the decline of it. Yeah,
right, exactly. Please come have a Happy Meal.
please. We can't make this anywhere closer to free. Like,
But In-N-Out, seriously, I have not. I didn't hear about it's a West Coast thing, I guess, because I didn't hear about it until I moved out there. But it was only because people from California talked about it that I haven't heard about it at all. And still, people used to fly from Oregon to California. As soon as they got off the plane, they would post on social media that they were at an In-N-Out burger.
oh
That's
yeah,
how you sell it. Like that's how you create a buzz, especially with social media. You don't give it to everyone. You don't let everybody have it, and you make it really fucking good.
yeah,
And I guess it's in obviously it's in California and Texas and now in Oregon. But
yeah,
yeah, people travel 6 hours and shit to get it. It's good for the company. Great for the company.
yeah. Speaking of burgers, it's about time to talk about music, isn't it?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm down. That was a great fucking record you picked out.
The name of the band is called Whores. Um, great name. And the album is called Gold.
Yep.
Uh, they're a band that I heard of a long time ago. They're one of those bands that um I went to go see. I went to like a show and they were on the bill. I didn't know about them until I saw them live. And I forget who the headlining band was. And I remember the headlining band is a band that we saw together after that opened for the Melvins, but the name just escapes me. It's
Not,
um
not big business.
no. I'm wearing one of those shirts. It's a it'd be funny if I
Still got it.
yeah, still got it. Forgot the name of the band. They're like a smaller band. They're like a hardcore band. Anyway, we don't need that.
Anyway,
But
yeah.
members from a band called Lotus, but I forgot the name of the band anyway. But I went to the show and I saw one of the opening bands was this band called Whores, this band. And I was like, man, I fucking like them. Their name's Whores. And they're awesome. And then so I've been listening to them for a few years. And this album, Gold, came out, I think, 2016. And I listen to it from time to time. But I like since we like are like, showcasing it on the show, I've been listening to it a lot.
Yes.
And man, they just got fucking a lot of energy. Yeah, 2016. And they just got a lot of energy. And I think this is their longest album, maybe. I don't know, but it's fucking awesome, man. It's like it's punchy. Every song is fucking pa pa pa. It's fucking, and I don't know. You can understand a lot of the lyrics, not all of them, but
Yep.
what do you think?
So first, I would say you did a really good. And I've noticed every week when I pick a record, the next week you do a really good job of following it up with something similar but different. This
Right.
was, it did remind me of Carl Sagan's Skate Shoes, and a lot of like just the way it picks right off. Excuse me, it takes right off right out of the gate. Now, I'm not always in the mood for music like that. Honestly, this is kind of like octane in my tank, like listening to it. I've tried to listen to it at home. It was all right, but I was just kind of like, I didn't want to be that anxious in my house. This shit almost kills me at the gym though, because it's just like fucking fifth gear right out of the gate. And I'm like turning up the Stepmaster and shit. I'm like, yeah, come on, motherfucker. And like huffing and dripping and throwing up on the people next to me, because that's how I like to do it. It's a good
Right.
workout. So I love the whole album is great. It feels like it could just keep going. Like you don't really want it to end. But for some reason, the last song is my favorite song on the album,
Yeah.
and you can understand the lyrics in that one pretty well. And something to the effect, he says, see how low I can go.
Yeah.
There's some really good lines in there, and it really fucking it gets it. And then they jam out on the end of that one. It kind of, when I hear that song now, because I've listened to the album like 10 times, by the time I get to that one, I'm like, all right, I got to you put it on repeat, it loops right back around. It like just,
Right.
and you're right back into it. Fucking awesome album. But I couldn't really tell you another lyric from any song before that for some reason. I
Mhm.
feel like it just takes off like a rocket and you're just doing your thing. But then that last song is just like, I don't know, like it's like this is like pay attention. This is it. This is the end of the album, and this song kicks ass.
Yeah.
Just like a big buildup. I don't know. I really, dude, seriously, great pick.
Thanks.
Awesome album. I will
Yeah.
definitely be listening. I didn't listen to any other ones, just for some reason. I just listened to this one a bunch.
Right.
But
I think they have they have like another album and an EP, I think. And they're like members from like other bands. I think this is kind of like a group that they put together. Like,
it's good.
but yeah, I like you're talking about songs, like that is a good song. And I like Ghost Trash and Baby Teeth a lot.
Ghost Trash and Baby.
I just like I just like Baby Teeth. I think that's funny. And Playing Poor is really good too.
Yeah, but I have prepared a statement for some reason. That's my favorite. It is 35 minutes long, but it doesn't seem very long.
No, 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 it doesn't.
Actually, I don't think. Wait a minute. I don't think I've ever read the titles. Playing poor, Baby Teeth, participation trophy. This sounds like my set list. Mental mental illness as a mating ritual, Ghost Trash, Charlie Chaplin routine. Yeah, this sounds like a set list.
Yeah.
I see you were also wearing a black T-shirt. Sounds like
Oh yeah,
crowd.
that's a good one too. That's a really good one. That one's funny just because I think they're just making fun of every like like their fan base basically, people that would like metalheads. Like, oh yeah, another black T-shirt.
Sounds like crowd work. It's great. Bloody like the day you were born. That's fucking awesome. I didn't see this. And then I have prepared a statement. That's really yeah. They're like clever shit, like the shit you hear him say on TV and whatnot. Wait, of
Um,
course you do.
yeah, that's a good song.
Isn't that the name of a fucking sloth rust song?
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah, that's yeah. So I'll have to listen to more of these guys. Do you happen to know what bands they're from?
I think they're from a band. Some members are from a band called Circles. I think I could be fucking wrong about that, but
Okay.
I just for some reason think that. But they fit in line with a like in the same genre of Russian Circles, Big Business, Melvins, um,
Yeah.
bands like bands like Sumac, Kylesa, Neuroses, stuff like that.
Hmm.
Those are really.
How are they live?
I watched some live shit, and seen them live. Awesome, a lot of energy.
Good.
Like play a long time, like sweaty, jumping
Good.
around.
I can't wait to see a good live show like that. Like sweaty, like
Yeah, and there's only 3 members, and it's real, like simple. There's like
really.
nothing on the stage. They just have their instruments, and they're just sweating on everyone and jumping around and yelling. Yeah, man, they're a good band, fucking simple kind of punk metal band.
I like it. They're really their sound is big and it's fast and it's loud, but you can understand it when you need to. I liked it a lot.
And they out of all the stuff that they have released, this is the best one, Gold.
Okay.
It's appropriate name,
Hell
And
yeah.
I like the name of the album
Okay.
cover. It's a
Gold
a white background, and then in gold it says whores, and then it says gold down there in gold, and then it has a garbage can
of gold.
of gold, a gold garbage can. It's yeah. I obviously they're kind of funny. They're
They have a
trying.
sense of yeah, you can like I said, that reads like a set list. That's
Yeah,
humorous. Every
yeah,
single
like
title's funny or it came from something you hear in popular television, common statements. Yeah, it's good.
yeah, and I mean, and the name of the band alone, whores. It's
Right. You gotta have a sense of humor about it.
it'll make a lot of people mad, but it's fine. It's funny.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, man, they're from Atlanta, Georgia. They're a relatively newer band. They've been around. They only been around for like 11 years. They got together in 2010.
Hmm.
So they haven't been around for. I mean, like it's 11 years. That's a chunk, but yeah. There's been I think there's been up to like 4 people in the band, and there's been different members, but I think it's one guy, the singer guitar player, has been like, as far as I know, the main person in the band,
Mhm.
and I think there's been other bass players and drummers,
Yeah, man.
but
I
they're
think
good live. When live music comes back, I hope they come back and check some of their live shit out on the internet. They're fucking they're great live. They're just like a fun band to watch. Like I said, there's no gimmicky thing. It's just bare bones. They're just playing fast and loud, and they're sweaty. They're jumping around.
right.
If you want to have a drunk good time at a punk/metal show, you should check out Whores.
Fuck yeah. As long as I have my back up against the wall, and I get roughed up. I'm too old for all that.
Yeah, man, you don't want to hurt your little bones.
No, I don't. I don't want someone to cut my penetrable skin. I'll just flatten out like that. Like in Roger Rabbit, when the
Yeah.
guy just flattened. Remember me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it
man.
gonna? I got. With that being said, music news. When the pandemic happened, one of the venues that I really like around here put out something where they said, "Hey, we put together a 10 ticket package, for 175 bucks. So if you throw us 175 bucks, we'll give you 10 tickets to whatever you want," which
That's
came out to like $22 a ticket.
mhm.
So I did it. And then I got an email and I bought a couple of tickets, but of course everything got canceled. They said back then, this was in 2000. They said it's good for 2020. Sorry, this was back last year. So they said
Right.
the tickets are good for 2020 and 2021. So I got an email the other day and it's directly from the venue. And the guy says, "Hey, we really appreciate those of you who did this, who paid the money. It seriously kept the lights on. Like we paid people because of that. So because of that, we wanted to tell you that we added a shitload of shows and we're going to let you do a whole nother year."
Oh, nice.
He's like, "We added 250 shows that we have not announced yet between 2021 and 2022." He's like, "So use them however you want."
Man.
But he's like, "There's some good." They booked Dinosaur Jr. and I'm
Yeah,
not I'm not, but that's someone I would see at a festival. Like
right.
they're on the bill, I would go check them out.
Yeah,
But
they're definitely a festival band. They're not totally my thing. I've had some of their albums before. I think I have one of their CDs floating around, but they're not exactly my thing. But
right. So I didn't use, I'm not using a free ticket on that. So I was just like, cool. Well, now I'm going to hold off and just wait to see what they release, because not to be a tight ass, but most of their shows are 30 to 35 bucks a piece. That's a good fucking deal.
Oh
That's
yeah,
no fees
definitely.
or any of that bullshit. And it's one of my favorite venues to be at, because they have an upstairs, they have a downstairs, and then they have an upstairs that goes around like a C, if you know what I mean, like the
Yeah.
balcony goes around. So in any case, yeah, lots of good spots. Um, so I guess I'm saying all that just to say shit's coming back. So, I hope you guys support it. Those venues that made it through the bullshit, man. If you support live music or want to go to a venue, you might want to make sure they can get their fucking doors open.
Right.
Otherwise, you know. So yeah, it was fun. It was really fun to support them. Now that the lights are coming back on, it was really fun to support them. And you can still buy tickets for certain bands to see them do live stream shows. Um, I know most people who watch this show say you don't know any of our music. Don't fucking get it. I totally understand. We can't all be into Mariah Carey, but in any case, she's hot. Um, there's a few bands that I watch, like the OCs, Fuzz. They're all doing neat shit. They're all doing live streams, and they're taking the live stream, putting it on vinyl, and then selling this shit. And
Hmm.
all that money apparently is going to venues, all that neat shit. So while I don't know how much I did, it does feel nice to know I did a little something. So in any case, I take a lot of pride in the fact that our venues are going to open back up, and bands are going to get to go back to work, and we can get to enjoy that shit again. So once that happens, I have a feeling Alex and I will probably be talking about live shows.
Oh, I hope
So
so. Yeah.
we'll have
That,
some live show stories for you, and we'll see how this shit evolves. But
hell
we
yeah.
like talking about music. So if you don't know it or not, sorry.
Well, here's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Here's the thing. If you don't know the bands, that's okay. Just go know the bands.
Yeah, if you're into it, I mean, shit. That's yeah,
That's the part of this. Actually fuck that. That's the whole point. Is for you guys
yeah.
to know the bands we're talking about. If you go, well, I don't know who these guys are. Well, it's easy. If you know how to spell, just type it in to the internet, and then you can know who the bands are. It's easy.
You sound like, just so we're clear, I'm the one who's in Philadelphia. He's the nice guy over in Portland.
He's supposed to be the asshole. It's rubbed off a little bit, eh?
If you can write. And we pick a lot of like guitar, like we throw a bunch of weird shit at you. It's fun. Speaking of bunch of weird shit, think we got enough time? I could tell the record for next week is a
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right,
That's
cool. So this just popped up, and I ordered this stoned on the internet the other night.
right.
I saw the really cool thing about social media is because they've been spying on us for years, they know kind of what you're into now. So I'm finally starting to get articles about shit that I'm interested in. So the other day I see an article that says Rob Zombie's record is fucking selling, and it's his first ever Billboard #1.
Oh wow.
So Rob Zombie's newest record, it's only been out for a couple of weeks.
All right.
And I've heard it. So it's not like I'm just saying let's all give it a listen. Um, it is called. So Rob Zombie is not a new artist. So in any case, probably heard of him. The name of the album, The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid, a Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy. I will say that again. The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy.
All right, I'm just gonna type in
The
Rob
newest Rob
Zombie's new
Zombie. Yep.
album. I'm just gonna type in his new album because I'm not gonna write that fucking down.
That's all I'll say about it right now, but it's his first fucking #1 record. He's selling vinyl, downloads, it's going nuts. And I did listen to it 4 times already. I do think it's awesome. So Rob Zombie's back at it.
Cool. Fucking A. That's the homework for next week.
There it is. And that's it. Thanks for watching.
Hell yeah. All right, yeah. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that. Go to Instagram, titfoo69. Check out when we drop the new show or the new episode, and see some stupid videos or stupid pictures, and
Yeah.
and follow on that, comment.
Yeah, those stupid videos are totally on purpose, just so you know. We like weird shit. So that's all. That's not changing. We're gonna keep being weird because everyone else is kind of boring. So we like to be upside down, naked, making humming sounds. That's what we want to put on the internet. So
Yeah, we like to party.
hang tight because we got another one coming. Thanks for watching. Bye. Wait.
Oh, we're still here.
I know. This
Ooh.
is the best part. Tony doesn't want to turn the show off.
You think you could get rid of us?